Like, they're not letting me hit the guy I need to hit. Okay, almost there, I think. Back. Shoot, we're like not getting better now. This isn't good. Let me try this again. Come on. Oh, you know who might be a good person to play as? Oh, we almost beat her, but I know a really good person to play as here. I never use her, but she's good in this particular case. Which, I mean, her being just good in this one case makes it all worth it, because this is the hardest part of the game. She can shoot through people, so I should be able to hit him directly. Yeah. There we go. Yep, she was the key. Nice. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that, chaos that ensued. Surrender, Dr. Infinity. You've been defeated. You've run out of time. You may have defeated me, Commander, but you all have also defeated yourself. Yeah, that's him. What the fudge? Me? Don't you see this is all our fault? We destroyed Earth twice, maybe even thrice. Lies. This whole time I was only trying to stop you, me, from going hog wild with the delicious power of time travel. Lies, lies. I invented the Blound Bots to help me stop you from recklessly remodeling the Earth into a twisted something. Lies, lies, lies. Let's face it, we were nothing but a lonely physicist, and then we tasted cool for the first time and we blew it up. Lies, 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 lies. I'm a hero, a leader. I saved Earth, I've dated supermodels. My face is getting carved onto Mount something. Or what it was. Oh lordy, you're right. Me. What have we done? I'm sorry for trying to kill you a whole bunch of times. Me too, but time heals all wounds. Only time will tell. I guess we'll just have to take it one day at a time. You know, battling you and I had the time of my life. Well, time flies when you're having fun. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. It would be nice to spend a little quality time with ourselves. But now it's time to make amends. A stitch in time saves 9. Time is money, as they say. They go on with this for a while. Then let's not waste any more time. Very well, I guess it's about that time. I love you, me. I love me too, you. Have weird legs. Philadelphia, USA, Super 1987. I don't know, this time travel formula could cause a whole lot of trouble. Don't worry, I have a plan. Or no, sorry, don't worry. I thought you said don't worry. Everything, okay. Wah, are you me? Lol, LOL, you were right, Commander Me. The old us is a real egghead. My god, I really did it. I truly cracked the conundrum of space-time manipulation. What do you want, a medal? 'Cause maybe you deserve one. In the nerd decathlon. Burn, nerdy us guy. So did we just battle ourselves through time and space? Good guess, Professor Obvious. Then we realized the folly of our ways and became best buds with ourselves. Yep, me is the best friend you ever had. Fudge buckets. That sounds fantastic, and I missed the whole thing. Well, what do you say, repeat skis? How about you, me, and I take old space-time for another spin around the whatever? They'll smile. We blew up everything. Alright, so yeah, we beat Super Time Force. So yeah, I mean, the game's really, I really like that game. It's a, you know, it takes a really, I guess, like, novel idea of time travel, puts it into a game which isn't really used in any games that I've played before. Time travel as a gameplay mechanic. I mean, I've obviously time travel is like has been like a theme in other games, but it was never really, at least not that I know of, never used as like a game mechanic. Like for example, in Time Splitters, that game was all about time travel, but only like story-wise. You never really got to play with it yourself. It was only like a story or like a plot progressor. Like you would go from time frame or time area to time area or whatever. Like you'd go to the future or you go to the past, but like that was only during cutscenes. You could never do it yourself. This game actually lets you play with time. Like yourself. Like, it's actually a piece of the gameplay. It's not just plot. You can actually play with it yourself. Now, obviously, you can only go back and forth in time 60 seconds, but, you know, that's still more gameplay with time travel than I think any other game. Even games that have, like, in the game where, like, time splitters, where you go, like, forward in time hundreds or thousands of years, like, that game you never really got to play with time travel. You only saw it in the plot or in cutscenes. This game you get to play with it, which is really cool. You know, that's why I think this is one of the best, probably one of the best indie titles I've played. Or I don't know. I guess it's not really an indie game. I don't know if this is considered indie or not, actually. I have to look that up. But it definitely feels like one. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you can, like, unlock characters, you know, they give you different abilities and things like that, or they have different attacks and stuff like that. That's also cool. You know, you can apply different characters to different situations, and it's one of those things where you can, like, you know, if you die at a certain part, if you keep dying with a certain character, you can change up your strategy. You can rewind, go back, and try a different character, which is cool. I guess you, in essence, do that in other games too when you go back to a checkpoint, but in this game it's actually, like, encouraged to do that, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but this game is actually, like, it's pretty hard in the sense that, like, the enemies are pretty relentless. Like, it's pretty hard to dodge lasers and such in this game. You saw me die a lot, especially there was certain parts where I would keep dying over and over and over again, and that, I think they designed that to be like that on purpose, although it does feel kind of unfair sometimes. Like, it's like, how the heck am I supposed to dodge that? They do that, I think they designed that on purpose because they wanted you to use the time mechanic to go back in time and try again, because they wanted you to use the time mechanic. So yeah, that was on purpose. Yeah, and, like, you know, this game, I think, like, even though it takes place across different time frames or times, it starts off in the 1980s. So I think they got, like, a lot of the graphics, you know, pixelated style from, like, you know, the games from the 80s and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of, like, the references are stuff from 80s, like Melanie Gibson is supposed to be Mel Gibson from I forget the name of that movie still. The one where he's in a post-apocalyptic world. I don't know if any of you guys know it. I always forget the name of it. Anyway, Jeff Leppard. I think that's supposed to be a parody of a band named Def Leppard, I think. I don't remember, but he's very 80s rockish looking. That Pooh guy there at the top left in the bunk there, that's what was his name? Like Stinky Harry or something like that. It's a parody of Dirty Harry, which I think is a movie from the 70s, I think, not the 80s. There's Leonardo da Vinci on the computer there. There's another 80s reference, that guy from The Evil Dead, Ash, I think his name is, the guy with the chainsaw there. And another reference from the late 70s or 80s, depending on which movie we're talking about here. Probably the 80s, actually, since Luke Skywalker isn't really like I guess, like, doesn't get his robes and doesn't really use the lightsaber up until, like, what was it, the second movie, not the Empire Strike. Jeez, really bad with movie names here, but it's the second one that released, which I think was the early 80s. The first one was late 70s, I think. But yeah, that's a parody of Luke Skywalker there, that Ludon Jim guy. So yeah, you know, on a scale of, like, I don't like 1 to 10, but I would get, like, if I were to say skip it, try it, or buy it, I guess I'd say buy it. You know, it's, I mean, I guess essentially I'd say that on all the games I play on this channel, since I play games I typically like to play. I don't know, maybe I'll do like sort of like a review thing on this channel.